Hello everyone, I'm the Reverend Godfather, main host and frontman for Lone Coat Mafia podcast. If you wish to listen to the podcast, links to where to find it are in the description down below. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button so you're able to catch new videos when and if we drop them on a regular basis. If you like this video, hit the like button and share it out so that way we're conquering and defeating the evil YouTube algorithms, as well as if you're watching this on Facebook, the same thing. We're trying to conquer the evil Facebook algorithms that kind of suppress everything that hinders independent creators like myself. Now, the second part of things before we get into the meat and potatoes of this video is our non-sponsors. We don't really have any major sponsors here at the show, but we have non-sponsors, and that is places like where we're at and other things that we find cool, or products that are awesome, local businesses that we find that are cool, put out awesome products. We like to give them shout outs as non-sponsors because either they help us out in one way or we find them extremely cool. First up is Black Dog Coffee. They are out of the Jefferson County area. They're the neighboring county of Berkeley County because I live in West Virginia Panhandle. They locally roast their own coffee. They're out of Jefferson County. Links will be to them down below. I think they're more than willing to ship out their coffee to you anywhere in the country. I'm not sure about the world. So therefore, you're more than welcome to buy their coffee. Not only, I don't want to oversell them. I know they sell ground coffee. They come in 8-ounce bags. I'm enjoying the light roast coffee. It blends well with a lot of the major creamers that are on the market today. It tastes great, is great. Support local businesses even though they might not be in your state. Please. Helps keeps the businesses open, especially during times like we're still in right now, even though things are gearing up. So like I said, I don't know if they have their own full beans to be ground, but I know they have ground beans. They do have, if you're into that sort of thing, they do have, make sure that's balanced. They do have K-cups if you're into that sort of thing. And they have, this one is the Guatemala roasted. And according to the box, it has notes of honey and orange with a dark chocolate finish, roasted medium. So if you're into K-cups, this is the thing for you. They do have the roasted, and they got started into doing their own chocolate. So again, I don't know if, kind of certain that they will ship out to you if you're interested in having independent coffee to you. Again, it tastes very well. I'm a big supporter. I drink it myself. I get these bags, which is a segue right here, right now, because Jefferson County and where the fine owners are located of Black Dog Coffee, it's very hard for me to pick up bags because I know the owner. It's not why I'm plugging them. I'm plugging them because the product is sound and tastes great. So if you can't come to just West Virginia Panhandle, Berkeley County, or Jefferson County, I'm sure they're willing to send it to you. But if, like myself, you can't get to their main location to have it brewed in front of you and taste it yourself, there's places like where I'm at, the second non-sponsor, Engage, here in downtown Martinsburg, West Virginia. And the reason why I didn't really move their setup behind me is because as of this recording, they're gearing up to hold their first Facebook Live auction this March 13th, I think, 13th, 14th. So all the links to Engage will be in the description, as well as Black Dog Coffee in the description. So special thanks to Engage for them help letting us record here today. And we don't want to mess up their fine setup any more than what we kind of did. So we're able to record here today. And if more people come in, we will reach over and put our mask on, so we are compliant and we don't endanger a whole mess of people. And that's our non-sponsors. And more into Engage. Engage sells not just books, but a lot of geeky stuff like the comics you see behind me, comic collectibles, and a whole mess of stuff. If you're in the Martinsburg area of West Virginia, please stop and Engage. They're open, I think, well, You open on Saturdays too, Kim?
10 to 5.
10 to 5 on Saturday, so Monday through Saturday, at least 10 to 5. So come on down, give the place a look. If you find something you enjoy, buy it. Support local businesses because they are a fun way, and your money, when you spend that money at a local business like Engage, goes farther than spending it at a place like Walmart or Target. So that being said, which also makes a great segue to our meat and potatoes of this episode. That being is, as a lot of you know and been watching on this channel, is that I'm starting to get into Dungeons and Dragons. I'm what's known as, or at least what I've been calling myself, a Renaissance geek. I'm into a lot of geeky stuff: comics, Star Trek, Star Wars, a little bit of everything, tabletop gaming. So that being said, I'm getting into Dungeons and Dragons, and since the local hobby shop, no offense to Engage, sells a lot of the tabletop gaming stuff, and so what they don't sell, I have to go through Amazon. See the previous videos in regards to a lot of the stuff that we got in the mail. And because I don't want to use my show's backpack to bring a lot of the tabletop gaming stuff to Hobby Place to see Dungeons and Dragons, play Dungeons and Dragons there at their location, I wanted something that kind of embodies bringing the tabletop experience on the go. And looking on places like Amazon and places of the ilk, carrying bags, or the bags that carry the books, the guides, and everything in between, go upwards between $50 and $90. That is expensive, really expensive. I'm sure a lot of the quality is there, and if you want to purchase that and you have the $90 to spend on the higher end products, you're more than welcome to do that. But as a lot of you might know, and if you've been following our show for the longest while, you know I can be a cheap bastard. So that's the point of this video, that you can do this on the cheap. You don't have to spend $50. You don't have to spend $100 on all this. What I'm going to show you is my gaming bag build, or the build that I'm going to be used for tabletop gaming, or if, again, because of what happened to me last year in 2020, if I'm stuck in a hospital for a few weeks, I'm able to have some sort of entertainment, something to not just go to the hobby place or the gaming place, but have gear so I can enjoy myself. I'm not too bored. And again, seeing these bags for $90, $50, sometimes over $100 in some cases, I was like, I'm a cheap bastard. I like my bargains. I love my pawn shop finds. I love finds that are out there, going to thrift shops, because these are the places that you could find stuff on the cheap and you could save money. That's the point of this, also point of this video. I want to save you money out there and show you for this roughly a fraction of the cost. You could, or exactly the same, you could get something better or something that suits your needs and your personality that is out there. And for example, what I have here, and I'm going to explain what I have in it and what I spent for each of the items that are in it. In here, right here, I picked this bag, for $5 at Goodwill. $5, not $90, not $20. Granted, I'm not crazy about the surge and the 8 on it and this little keychain, but as we open the bag up and I show you what's included in this. Now, everything that you see in this, including the cross of the bag and the little Star Wars bottle that's on the side, cost me about $25. That is for what I have inside. That is not including the gaming supplies, but and the additional stuff, the core stuff to play the games and everything else. But the basic supplies for protection and to carry it to the gaming location, $25. And let me break that down for you. Like I said, the bag itself was $5. I will be customizing this bag myself with geeky pins, patches, etc., 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 to kind of avoid all this Surge and the 8 and everything else. So that's that. I can customize this myself using patches and pins. When I'm done, I might be picking up a pin from Engage and placing on that. The only thing I'll be removing from this pack is this stupid little blank or Blake keyring. That's this right here. I don't like it. And it's too small for any of the stickers I own. So I'll be removing it. I'll be getting something more geek worthy or a keychain to hang from there. But to open up this bag, like I said, for those of you who don't believe me that this bag cost me $5, there's the little tag I kept on it. $4.99, $5 plus tax. Now, in here, what I have in the main compartment, well, the front 2 compartments, as you see here, and this main bottom compartment, one that has the 8. We'll start from there. Well, the geeky gear and the gaming gear we'll get to. So, in regards to supplies, $5 for this, the bag. We'll round up the penny. As we open it up, almost got the tag stuck. First up, what we have is this 5-star binder. This 5-star binder I did not get at Walmart. I got this at a local store that sells pretty much Amazon returns or bulk items or extras that Amazon is no longer selling. They sold this to me for $5. This was in their $5 bin. And what do I have in here? I said we're up to $10. $10, ladies and gentlemen. In here, let's move the book. We'll get into it in a moment. Is this pencil case. $1. And this pencil case will be holding, now we're up to $11. Holds our dice and probably a few other stuff as well as we get it in. And we picked up 20 sheets of these page holders, 2 of which are holding our Dungeons and Dragons character sheets right now. And 20 sheets cost us $1, so we're up to $12. So, and in the main pocket, we have a book, general Mead notebook that you can find on the cheap for $1 at any location, including good old Wally World. So we're up to $13, which is pretty decent for so far to hold some of your tabletop gaming gear. Next up that we have, because some of the stuff that we've gotten in, we commandeered and repurposed this box from Drunken Dragon because it's a nice box. It's a pretty sturdy cardboard box, and we don't want it to go to waste and take up trash, so we are repurposing and recycling, reusing. And in here, we have some of the other stuff that we got, like this deck box that we picked up. This is the only thing at full price we picked up. This particular deck box cost us $14. Now we're up to $17. Now, what's next? This little pencil case. We have more dice, and we have another one at home to hold minifigures. So this both cost us 50 cents a piece, total $1. $1, 5, 6, 7, 12, 13, $18. So roughly $20 already for the bag, the book, and the supplies. This little Star Wars, sorry, just turn my back. This little Star Wars container cost us $2 at the same Amazon $5 bin, $1 to $5 bin store. So $20, $21 at the most. Now, will we be picking up more of these deck boxes? Yes, we will. Because they're cheap, they're useful, and we use them for a lot of stuff here at the Long Coat Mafia podcast. And we'll probably be picking up 2 more of these for figures and dice and such. because this box does hold a lot. Now, as per what we're putting in the bag as per gaming supplies. As stated, we have gotten into Dungeons and Dragons. So to kind of fill you in as per our Dungeons and Dragons stuff for this build, this bag build, we have, again, part of this, even though we have a few extra pens in here that we have lying around, in here, this pencil case, we have 2 bags of Dungeons and Dragons dice, because of what I'm coming to find out, there you tend to need like 4D20, like 2D20s, 2D6s, and so forth and so on. And to carry around more organized the character sheets, that's why we're using these full-page sheets, and the one in the front has at least 5 pages in it, which is very well. And in the slots here, again, we have the notebook, for that way we have notes. That way, if we need to add something to the character sheet later, we can jot it down and add to it online. What we've been using to kind of fill in for the character sheets to make it look nice and pretty is D&D Beyond, which is free for everyone. It helps a lot of new folks like myself and those who are experienced into the Dungeons and Dragons aspect fill out the character sheets really well. And if you're bad at math, D&D Beyond plugs in all the numbers for you and the information for you. It works for me. I love it. So that's a recommendation. It's not from me, from other people that have been playing for a while. And what we have, just in case we pick up, like instead of minifigures, which look like, in my eyes, little green, like the little army men that you could get at Dollar Tree, but there's also kind of cardboard figures or laminated plastic figures that you could get that are kind of very two-dimensional. That's why we've kept these kind of comic book holders in our book here. That way they're nice and protected as well, instead of using the page size holders. We have something a little bit smaller. And we got these, oddly enough, here at Engage. In one of the mystery boxes we opened up and got here at Engage a few months ago. Check that video out on our YouTube channel and Facebook page as well. And one of the things that we put in here as we put things away, I'm not crazy about the Velcro, but it helps keep things inside, ladies and gentlemen. As I'm going to step away, you'll see me kind of step over here, putting the stuff away. One of the things we picked up that fits very well in this particular book, nothing wants to fit well now, because I am in a rush to do this video, ladies and gentlemen. One of the things that we have in here that fits very, very well in that book is the Player's Guide. The Player's Handbook for D&D. This is pretty much, from what I told, standard. This particular book can be found. Sadly, we didn't get this here at Engage because they don't sell it, but neither did the local gaming shop have this. We had to get it at Amazon. It feels very nice. I like the back because it has two different textures on it. The only thing I don't like about the book in here is that the page numbers are very light and hard to see, and a lot of the stuff is tiny. So I might be adding a pair of reading my eyes are starting to go. I might be adding a pair of reading glasses, over-the-counter reading glasses, to this bag to help me read some of the print, because a lot of the print is very tiny. So this has been added to our book. And as for this little box that's helping us get organized, is again our dice, little bit bag of dice, because just in case, why is this filled with dice? Let me show you. Like showing you guys and gals receipts. A whole mess of dice are in there right now. And it's just in case I have extras or someone needs to borrow a set, there is extras. And yes, I'm getting more in, and I have over 150 sets of dice that I'll be giving out at a local event this upcoming April 10th. But that's beside the point. And to help me with the gameplay and creating my characters, As for gameplay, part of what came in, which included a set of dice and some minis, was this little dice roller thing. And as you can see, it has a little D20 carving in the front. It has magnetic holders. I like the quality on it. Fits well. It's got two magnetic aspects on it to help keep it in the box. And it's big enough that because where I live at is so small, dice could be easily lost. This helps me roll the dice and keep it random and keep things organized and me from losing a few things. And one of the things that also fits in there, like I said, I'll be picking up more of these deck boxes. And this particular deck box has something to help me that I got in the mail the other day. See the video in regards to it particular, is this. It is called, if you can't read it, Better Backstories. It was done and created by a friend of the show named Jay, and I got this off of her. Links to Better Backstories, where you can get your own set, will be in the description down below. This is not really a non-sponsor, but I want to plug her stuff. So if you play Dungeons and Dragons, you can get this too to help you build your character. And this particular deck comes with the core deck and 2 boosters. I will be learning how to incorporate this deck to create my own better backstory and learning to use this with the information she has on her Facebook page for Better Backstories and her YouTube channel. So I could fully learn how to use this, and from what if you watch the video in regards to this, it is done very well. The cards are made well, and everything else is, and in coming weeks and months and so forth and so on, will it be worth the $45 I paid for it? We shall see. But for right now, for me, and supporting an indie creator like Jay, it is worth every penny. And we'll be getting other, but again, because the box, Better Backstories, came in, it seems a little bit, I won't say cheap, but I want to keep the box nice and neat and getting damaged. That's why we're using a box normally used for card games and so forth and so on. Therefore, that goes back in here to protect it. We'll be getting, again, other boxes that are generic like this, that are put out by Ultra Pro to protect our minifigures that we get for our characters that we are building, and extra dice. That's why we have this particular box. And once we get some of the extra dice in, we'll be moving the dice out of here into those boxes and so forth and so on. This box will fit perfectly in it. Yes, we're creating a mess on the table. So one of the things that we are also put in here, because this is our gaming box and our, not box, entertainment bag and gaming bag, we have in here in the back that we will be upgrading is a Kindle. This Kindle is 6 years old, ladies and gentlemen. I got this, I won't say 6, 7 years old. We got this Kindle back in 2014, and it's still going strong for us. It's got a slight crack in the bottom, but still it is working for us, and we will be upgrading it to something better, more useful. Either a Amazon tablet or maybe a iPad, if we could find one cheap enough at a local pawn shop. That way we could have Voodoo on this and stream videos if we were laid up in a hospital and we don't want to watch what the TV has in the room and so forth and so on. That way we have Voodoo, Disney Plus, Netflix, etc., etc., etc. Plus we could put books on that as well, and we can keep this in our show bag. So we'll put this over here. Now, like I said, there's a the pocket in here inside this particular bag has a space, kind of a padded space for a netbook or a laptop, and the back part of the backpack is very padded. We had all this stuff carrying it here. It was very comfortable, barely felt the weight. So the Kindle will be perfect in there, or an iPad, or a decent sized Android tablet, or even a netbook will be perfect in there. Now, as per the front pockets, the top front pocket, which has already been opened, we have put in here, there's space for Not really. We didn't want to put two because it kind of made everything else cramped. What we put in here for ourselves is the small Magic the Gathering, because we like Magic the Gathering better than Yu-Gi-Oh! Keep the comments down below civil in regards to that, but we prefer Magic the Gathering. We have two decks in here, plus we have a Countdown D20 in our notebook. So if we're out and about at the gaming store and we want to play a game of Magic the Gathering, we're able to do so. Or if we're at the hospital and just want to test out these decks, we can do so. Or if somebody at the hospital is also a player and they got a deck with them. There's two decks in here. I got two Countdown D20s in there. That way you can have some fun in the hospital room or with friends on the go. As per from there, we have also room in here. But with everything we have in here so far, having 3 decks or 2 of this size holders in here can't really fit everything. So we're keeping it at this one particular box of Magic the Gathering cards. And the front little pocket, in front of that, we have our charging cables. Fits nice and snug here. We have one particular, not only do we have one for the next item you'll see in this bag, the major front pocket here, we have this multi-charging cord, which has a card for Apple products, a USB-C, and a USB mini charge all on one, so we don't have to have 3 separate cords in here. And it's a nice long cord too. I think it's like a 6-foot cord. And then in the front pocket, this main pocket down below that you see here, we have the last little thing of fun and entertainment on the go, and that is this. And this is our Nintendo 2DS. In this little container, we have our DS and 5 games. That's right, we have 5 games, plus we have another 3 games installed on the memory card of this. And we have also in this front pocket headphones, basic headphones. That way, again, if we're in a diner, if we're someplace else and we want to fiddle with this or listen to some music, we are able to do so in private. We don't bug everybody else. And that way we're polite and courteous. Since we have an extra cloth mask in our show bag, we'll probably put an extra cloth mask in here. That way we have one extra handy just in case we misplace our mask, and we can still be safe, because even though if customers here at Engage came closer to us, we'd be more than happy to put on our mask for them to make them feel safer and be more courteous to them. But that's everything that we have in this bag. But to show you that we're not lying in regards to I know some of you would believe me that I have a DS in here, but some of you out there may not believe me. Here's the DS, and here is the 5 games plus an extra stylus. So we do plan on having some fun, constantly entertained, because we do get bored sometimes. We do have kind of natural ADD. I mean, we get distracted very easy, or we get bored very easy, and this will help us get entertained. And we hope you learn something, that you can find stuff like this on the cheap instead of paying $50, $90, if not more, on product. You can find it cheap. You customize it yourself. Don't be fooled at these higher prices that are out there, because I want to see you save money. More money in your pocket means that you could spend it on other stuff for fun, whether it be more Dungeons and Dragons stuff, more Magic the Gathering, more geeky stuff. Even if you want to get more used games at a local retro gaming store, whether it be Xbox games, PlayStation games, Nintendo games, whatever it might be, or your favorite tabletop games as it is. That's why we're doing this. So you save money, support local business, or get great coffee like Black Dog Coffee, or visit places like here at Engage. Now, that being said, again, I will welcome you all to hit that subscribe button, that like button, and everything else in supporting this channel. If you want to listen to our show, all the links will be down in the comments below, I'm going to have a lot of work ahead of me putting this video together and putting the links in the description so all of you can visit these fine locations virtually and support them in one way, shape, or another. And special thanks again to Engage for letting us record here. So I'm going to end this video, put my mask on because the place is starting to get a little bit busy here, and I want everybody to feel comfortable and everything else. And I'll be cleaning my mess up that I made in regards to showing you what I included in this pack. And hopefully as we get more product in, I'll show you what else I've put in this bag, and maybe we'll do a follow-up video in regards to the final form of this bag. So once again, I'm the Reverend Godfather. You just finished watching another video. I am out. Thank you all.